So you've just determined the law of sines, and you might be wondering, when can I use it? Well, here. So let's say we have the law of sines. The ratio of the sine of angle A divided by side A is equal to the ratio of the sine of B divided by side B, which is also equal to the ratio of sine C divided by side C. Now this is an extended ratio. We usually, we probably are only given this much information, hopefully. And we need 3 pieces of information to find the 4th piece of information, right? So if we had maybe an angle and an opposite side, so this could represent the sine of angle A and side A, we would need something else. We'd either need side B, but look at that, that's angle side side, and we remember that angle side side, oh dear, that's a no-no, right? That is not a congruency shortcut, so we're not going to use that here today. Tomorrow, we'll look more into it. But what if we had, let's say, an angle, another angle, and a side? So what if we had angle, angle, side? Now, angle, angle, side is a congruency postulate, so that would work. We could say, well, there's only going to be one triangle with that given information. Or maybe we have this angle here, that would work. What if, angle, angle, side, that would work. Would this work? Would angle, side, angle work? What if we had an angle here, this side, and this angle? Would that be enough information? Well, it actually would, because we know the third angle postulate. If 2 angles in one triangle are congruent to 2 angles in another triangle, well, then the third angle has to be congruent. We know that if we have 2 angles, we know what the third angle is going to be. Now, let's get to an actual problem. Let's say we're given a triangle. Let's call this triangle ABC. And let's say we know that the measure of angle A is 30 degrees. And let's say that we know the measure of angle B is, 70 degrees. And let's say side A measures 10 units. Can we determine the rest of the information in the triangle? And yes, we can. So here's how we do it, how to use the law of sines. So we can set up angle A and side A, the sine of 30 degrees over 10 units is going to be equal to the sine of 70 degrees over whatever B is. We don't know what B is, so we're gonna get our calculator out and figure that out. So I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna make sure I'm in degree mode. So I'm gonna hit mode, and I notice, yep, I'm in degree mode. Second, quit, here we go. Now I wanna find B. So before I actually do anything with my calculator, I am going to solve for B. So I'm gonna multiply both sides by 10B. When I do that, my 10's cancel, my B's cancel, and I'm left with B times the sine of 30 degrees equals 10 times the sine of 70. Divide both sides by the sine of 30. And those cancel out, and I get B is equal to this number. So then I go to my calculator. So I'm not working with any rounded numbers, and I go 10 sine 70, close that parenthesis, divided by the sine of 30, close parenthesis, and I get B is 18 let's round that up, 18.8 units. All right, so if the measure of angle A is 30 and the measure of angle B is 70, and this is 10, does it make sense that this is 18.8? I think so, because B is more than 30, angle B is more than angle A, so side B has to be more than side A. Now let's find C. Now to find the measure of angle C, that's really easy. It's going to be 30 plus 70, 100. 180 minus 100, 80. So we know the measure of angle C. Measure of angle C equals 80 degrees. And then we just use the law of sines again. And I recommend using the information you're given so you're not working with rounded numbers. And here we go. The sine of 30 over 10 equals the sine of 80 over C. We don't know what C is yet. We can predict it's going to be more than 18.8 though. Multiply both sides by 10C. Here our 10's cancel, here our C's cancel. We get C times the sine of 30 equals 10 times the sine of 80. Divide both sides by the sine of 30. That cancels, we get C equals, and now I go to my calculator and I type 10 sine 80 divided by sine 30. You can see there's some similarities there. And I get 19.7 units, which is just a tiny bit more than side B because the angle is just a tiny bit more. So that is it. Just put right in units. There we go. Hope all is well, guys. I really miss you. Okay, see you later.